One of the easiest things to do is stay comfortable. One of the easiest things to do is to stay comfortable. And I get it. I mean, it's in our human nature. I mean, we want to be comfortable all the time. Whether it be we just lay in bed, or we want to be surrounded by a certain type of people, or we want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. But we have to ask ourselves, is getting comfortable and staying comfortable in the exact same place we are going to allow us to get to the goals and reach the aspirations that we want for our lives? And also, you have to question yourself and ask, is it worth me staying comfortable to absolutely void and throw all of my goals and aspirations out of the window? And this is a hard question to ask yourself. Like I said a couple videos ago, asking yourself questions is very difficult, but this one in particular is very, very difficult to do. Because like I said, staying comfortable is very comfortable. And being uncomfortable and having that feeling of uncertainty is very it's like alarming. It's almost alarming, and it's scary, and it's intimidating. But how can we expect to get to where we want to go doing the exact same thing over and over and over again? It calls for a change. You have to change. I'm not saying you have to change literally every single thing about you, but something that you're doing, or maybe a group of things that you're doing, is keeping you in the exact same stagnant place. And you have to ask yourself, is that okay with you? Is staying in the exact same place okay with you? Because of the intimidation that comes with being uncomfortable and maybe it being scary, is it really worth not achieving your goals? It's not an easy question to ask yourself by any means, because we're all around people that are just like, oh yeah, if you try this, don't do that. It all boils down to, you still care about what people think. And I touched on this in a couple of my videos. You have to realize that the people that say stuff like that, they aren't doing anything. So it almost offends them. It's something deep down inside, rooted in them, that really gets offended when they see other people trying to do things, because they're like, oh man, I wish I could do that. But instead of just saying that, or instead of being encouraging, it's almost like they try and slap you on your wrist, or say, how dare you try and do that? How dare you try and be different? You're just like us. And that's not fair. But it happens all the time. I saw this video, this Travis Scott video, this ASAP Rocky video, I believe, and he was like, when did it ever become not cool to try? And that's something that's really stuck with me ever since I saw it, because it's so prevalent in today's society that when people are trying to do new things, or go new places, or just experiment with different things to try and get to where they want to go, they oftentimes get some type of criticism from people that don't even have expertise in what they're trying to do. And this isn't a shot or a gunning shot at anybody. It's just regular people just not doing anything. And it's hard not to get those people or their thoughts not to get in your head, because most of the people that are surrounded by you, or the people that are around you, have the exact same thoughts. And they're kind of like, oh yeah, I knew you shouldn't have done that. And they're like, oh yeah, and they're in their amen corner, and you're just you feel almost attacked because you're trying to do something different. It's a really annoying cycle that a lot of people just keep cycling on. It's just wow, you really see how negative the world can really be. But you really have to cut out all that unnecessary noise and just focus on how you can become uncomfortable. Maybe it's learning a new skill. Maybe it's surrounding yourself around new people. Maybe it's doing something different than what you have been doing. It can be anything. But doing the exact same thing over and over again will not yield you your result. And this is something I had to find out the harsh way from wanting more out of life, wanting my goals to be achieved, wanting to touch my aspirations. And I was stepping on my own tail the entire time because I didn't want to become uncomfortable. Is it really worth it? It doesn't matter what people are saying. It doesn't matter how people are looking at you. Because at the end of the day, they're not destined for the exact same thing that you're destined for. You can't allow them to get in your way. Don't allow them to get in your way. You're doing something different than they're doing. So any type of feedback from them that's negative is not going to help you in the slightest. If anything, it's to stifle you. So limiting those ideas or those beliefs from people that are only trying to stifle you because they're like, oh my gosh, they're daring to do something different. You have to cut out that unnecessary noise, because I promise you it's not going to serve you any good. Because I remember I literally used to entertain those ideas so much, and the way that it hurt me and the way that it kind of delayed my destiny is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. We were taught, respect your neighbor, be kind to all people, but I feel like that idea is really just gone out of the door a little bit, because even when people don't try to, they end up getting in people's ways and being an unmotivating factor, a factor that kind of scares people out of trying to be different or trying to do different things. And it's not okay. It's not okay at all. So do something different so you can see something different. And everybody's goals and aspirations are different, but what are you going to do about it to get yourself and those other people that shouldn't matter what they say out of your way? Because at the end of the day, your destiny is being controlled by you. You're the one that's in control of everything that you're doing. You literally are. You can't allow yourself to keep going in circles and doing the exact same thing and expecting a result. Expecting a different result. If you want to strive to be better, you have to try and attempt to be better, even though that first attempt may not be the attempt that actually gets you there. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you, time after time, after failure, that's when the 1W comes. But it only really matters when the 1W comes, because after that, that's when you set yourself up. That's when you set yourself up for success. But a lot of people end up quitting after the first time of it not working. I'm just like, is it really worth quitting after the first time when you didn't even really genuinely give it a shot? Even after the second, third, fourth, 500th time, is you staying in the exact same place more scary than you attempting and keep doing what you're doing, even though it might be 100 more failures from now to get to your goal? Is it really that deep to stop? Is it really that deep to stop trying? Because people are gonna hate along the way. People that you wouldn't even imagine hating. People that you wouldn't even imagine trying to put you down. It happens, bro. Like, we're human. Like, it's in our human nature, unfortunately. People realistically do not like seeing people do something different from what they're doing. And that's an unfortunate fact, but it's so true. Because you have to ask yourself, whenever you try to do something different, or whenever you try to maybe pitch a new idea or something like that, and the people that are around you that are stuck in the exact same loop, doing the exact same thing every day over and over, were they not like, why would you think about that? Why would you do that? Presenting you with all these obstacles and kind of getting in your head, and you allowed that to kind of deter you from your destiny. You can't do that. If you really want to get to where you want to go, you cannot do that. You can't allow what they say or what you do by staying comfortable get in the way of your destiny. Because the biggest, oh my gosh, the biggest regret is regret. You don't want to be on your deathbed and be like, yo, I wish I would have done that. What would have happened if I did that? The best thing to do is just to try. Like I said about that ASAP Rocky video, when does it ever became not cool to try? You have to try. And if it's not for you, okay, cool, but your goals and aspirations are still set. They're still defined by you. So even if that one thing doesn't work, there's a plethora of other things that could possibly work for you. So there's no reason to stop. There's no reason to stop climbing. Those people that are at the bottom of the mountain, they're like, oh yeah, nah, I'm staying down here. Climbing up is too scary. But you have the heart and you have the drive, the desire to say, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I was scared one time too. I understand, but I'm going to climb this mountain. You're my friend. I respect you, but I'm climbing this mountain with or without you. One of my mentors said, Joey Wilson, he was like, he presented me this exact same scenario. I'm going to climb this mountain, and you're either going to see me waving at the top or dead along the side because I'm not staying right here. You striving towards that goal no matter what the outcome is going to be. The outcome is obviously going to be income. But along then, there's going to be a lot of slippery rocks on top of that mountain, on the side of that mountain. Are you going to let that slippery rock allow you to absolutely just destroy what you've already done and destroy literally all of the progress that you built? Is it going to be worth it? Is it really worth it to let that one slip up to get in your way? To me, it's not worth it. But you have to ask yourself that question. So do something different so you can see something different. It all starts off with your mindset. Is your mindset a nurturing mindset? And if the answer to that is no, you have to focus and work and develop a better mindset. Those goals and aspirations are still going to be there, but do not step on your own tail because you want to stay comfortable. Get uncomfortable and do what you have to do to get that goal and to get that aspiration and to get that dream lifestyle that you want. It's only a matter of time when you realize that and you get out of your own way and you don't entertain anybody else's idea, especially the people that don't know what they're talking about. When you get out of your way and you just strive and keep trying and trying and trying, you are literally eventually going to hit the jackpot. And when you hit the jackpot, you are absolutely unstoppable. All right, so that's basically it for me. I'm going to leave that with y'all. Like I always say in all my videos, I know this because it's helped me. And if it helped me, I know it'll help you too. So y'all have a good one. I love y'all. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.